Hi guys, it's me, Rock with Rosa, and I just wanted to check in with you on my day 11 of sobriety, and just kind of fill you in about how my night went last night, my Valentine's night, and just kind of fill you in about what's happening. So last night we went to a local nice restaurant called the Mahogany Grill. And it's very nice, very high quality food, high quality drinks, high quality service, everything. And so my husband took me there to propose 6 years ago. We have been married. Let's see. See, I have to count now. We have been married for 3 years so far. And anyway, and that was also the place where I broke my sobriety after being sober for 15 months. I kind of rationalized it, it's okay to have a drink. It's just a once in a while thing. We're celebrating. What's the harm in that? And that ended to be, to lead me to drink again and again. I think that lasted for probably about 8 or 9 months, and then I had to quit again, and I quit for about 9 months, and then I started again, and then we're back to now. So, and then I think it's kind of been a pattern with me, which is kind of weird, is that I will, since quitting for 15 months, I quit one other time, and me and my husband talked about that last night too, because he couldn't remember, but I can remember. And anyway, so it was a challenge last night, but I chose to cheat with food instead. So I chose to eat things that I usually normally wouldn't eat, because if you have seen any of the other videos on my page, that I have suffered with some health issues from my candida and my leaky gut, and that it's kind of a battle to, find a balance. And alcohol is a big part of that. And this time I'm always doing research, but this time I'm really diving deep into staying sober. And so I'm doing even more research about alcohol and how it really affects the body. I think in the past it was more, I was focused on food, which is important too, and not so much on the alcohol because I rationalized it, and I think a lot of people do. But anyway, last night was great. So here's what I had. It was delicious, and I did not take pictures of everything, but my husband did take some pictures of the desserts, so I will be sharing those with you later. So the first course was awesome, and I had, I already, decided I was gonna have a steak, and I don't remember when I ate a steak last. I don't normally eat red meat or pork, just because of usually a lot of them have nitrates in them, or some, a lot of hormones, and also I have a hard time digesting them, and for me anyway, they create a lot of acid in my body, and they cause me to be really acidic, which candida thrives on, and other things thrive on. So I try to keep my body more alkaline. So I had the most delicious food, you guys. Okay, first course was amazing, and I wish I took pictures because it doesn't really sound like really fancy or amazing, but the way they present it is awesome. So I had this really good beet hummus. It was probably the color of my hair almost, a little redder, and beet hummus, and it had some parsnips and some potatoes and some carrots, but they were deliciously seasoned and everything. I think there was some kind of lime aioli or something on there. It was great. And then they served with some bread, which I didn't eat that bread because it was really thicker, and I don't usually eat bread, so if I'm going to cheat with bread, it's got to be the bomb bread, right? And I usually opt for sourdough because for some strange reason sourdough I do better with. Maybe it's the process. And then there was this really great, I'm still like salivating about it. It was this really great pork belly Wellington. So they have taken pork belly and they breaded it, very thin bread on the outside, but oh my God, it's just pure deliciousness. And then they had like just kind of like a over easy fried egg, but I don't know why, but the combination of that was delicious. So you like you could just cut the pork belly. And of course, I don't usually eat stuff like this, but it's like a once in a while thing. It's a special occasion. So I devoured it. And then our final course, they brought some bread out too. And I had some of the bread and I had some of the thinner pieces and they were sourdough. So I did cheat with that, and that's okay. It's okay to do it once in a while. It's not an everyday occurrence. And they also had this delicious olive spread. And they had a fig spread too. That was really good. Yeah, so I had a couple pieces of that, not too crazy. But then the bomb part of the meal, you guys, they had a chef cook your meal right at the table. So he had his little burners and he had all of his ingredients. I think it was cremini mushrooms, like the little mushrooms. Oh my God, they were great. And I think it was like some kind of spice or something called chanterelle, or maybe those are the mushrooms, I'm not sure. But anyway, they cooked this delicious steak. And actually they cooked the steak and they made like a demi-glaze right there. And they also had fingerling potatoes. And then, another type of mushroom. It was really meaty. I'm not sure what it was, but it was delicious. Everything was just like melt in your mouth. Delicious. And I did not eat all the potatoes. I had to stop. Because honestly, I was a little afraid that I was going to have some inflammation because I sometimes have that with a lot of starches. But I really didn't. I don't know why. But I mean, and I was even talking to my husband about this over dinner, because he doesn't understand completely all my issues with candida and stuff and why my body works the way it is, because I don't really understand it all either. But I really did really well last night with everything. Even though I, had bread and I had starches and everything, I did quite well. And then even though I was full, we had a delicious dessert, which I will show you those pictures. So we kind of shared it, but my big weakness, of course, is chocolate. I love chocolate. And cheesecake, which are two things I really can't eat. I can't really eat a lot of dairy, But anyway, I had this delicious blueberry cheesecake, and it had like a lemon curd. It was delicious. And my husband had this chocolate mousse, which I'm going to show you a picture of. It's like a work of art. And there were edible flowers, which I've never had an edible flower, but I did eat one of them. It tastes great, especially dipped in chocolate. And it was just great. It was amazing. And I actually was getting I had super high. I don't know if it was probably from the beef. I've heard if you don't eat beef on the regular and then you eat it, it's like, whew, you get all these endorphins. And I think a lot of it probably has to do maybe with the high iron or maybe the B12. I don't know, but I had a lot of energy. And the sugar, of course, I got high off that. But I was just on this all-time high. I didn't have any alcohol. I felt amazing. And I just felt just happy and amazing. And so it was great. And for my mocktail, and this is really simple thing that you can do, and I learned this my first round, is I just take any kind of sparkling water or club soda. They had some Pellegrino, so I asked for some lime wedges, and so I have that in a wine glass, and that was my drink. We cheers to it. We had great fun, and I wasn't drinking alcohol at all, and I'm super proud of myself. Um, and that's how my Valentine's went. And I hope you guys had a great Valentine's, and I hope some of my tricks help you a little bit. But that is my number one trick. You don't have to drink to have fun, and I know that. And that having mocktails is like the way to go. Or you can just take club soda. You can put a little juice or something in it, but for some reason, maybe it's the bubbles or something. Or for me, it's like that lime and then the carbonation. It makes it kind of feel like I'm having like a vodka tonic or something. Because that was kind of my drink. It's a vodka tonic, or like what I really like, a olive martini. So maybe I could figure something out with some olives. I don't know. But I felt amazing. I had a great night, and I felt amazing today. I was expecting to have some issues maybe with the food stuff, but I felt amazing. So I just want to fill you guys in, and I will see you guys later. I may not be doing a video every day, but I'm going to keep you guys updated, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching, and if you like my channel, please subscribe. I am Rocket with Rosa, and I hope you guys have a great evening. Bye.